Welcome to Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) has denied any claims that Quantum Metal Sdn Bhd QMSB'S activities are approved and licensed by the central bank directly or indirectly. In a statement today, BNM stated that QMSB is a reporting institution under the Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001 (AMLA). It said despite being a reporting institution, QMSB's goods and commercial ventures such as trading and gold products do not imply registration, approval or licensing under BNM's mandated laws. However, QMSB is responsible to proactively prevent its operations from being misused as a front for money laundering or terrorism financing. BNM also clarified that inflow of funds into the country, except for exceeding set limits for offshore borrowing, does not require prior verification or approval from BNM. And therefore, the central bank urged for the public to remain vigilant in investment decisions and to report any suspected unauthorized financial activities to law enforcement. Gross domestic product (GDP) growth is expected to normalise to 4.8% in 2024. According to Hong Leong Investment Bank, this falls within the official government growth target of 4 to 5%. It said growth is expected to be driven by improvements in global trade activity, an ongoing recovery in the tourism sector, a steady labour market, as well as realisation of investments that have already been approved. However, there will also be downside risks that could emanate from the escalation of geopolitical risks in the Middle East, Western area, or even the South China Sea. The investment bank also said that these downside risks could lead to a more volatile global financial environment and weaker economic growth. The ringgit is expected to strengthen moderately at 4.55 against the greenback by the end of the year. HSBC Global Private Banking and Wealth Southeast Asia's Chief Investment Officer James Cheo said this will be backed by the strengthening of the Malaysian economy as well as the expected rate cut by the US Federal Reserve.
You might get a bit of dollar strength coming back and a little bit of ringgit weakness because of this difference that's happening. But ultimately, I think towards the end of the year, I did talk about a little bit of the strengthening of the Malaysian economy, the improvement in the electronic cycle.
He added that Malaysia is also expected to continue to see an upward trajectory in terms of liquid assets held in the first half of 2024. Malaysia's onshore wealth pool stood at $359 billion in 2022 and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 3.7% over the next few years. Local institutions continue to net buy for the second consecutive week at an amount of more than 214 million ringgit, more than double the amount recorded the week prior. According to MIDF research, foreign investors continued to net sell equities on Bursa Malaysia, totaling 66.3 million ringgit last week, which was 28.8% lower than the week before. The top three sectors with the highest net foreign inflows were utilities, construction and property, while the top three sectors with the highest net foreign outflows were financial services, consumer products and industrial products. Local retailers, meanwhile, net sold domestic equities for the third consecutive week, amounting to 148.4 million ringgit. Bursa Malaysia closed marginally higher today. At 5 p.m, the FBMK LCI added 4.82 points to finish at 1,491.19. Market breadth was positive, with 644 gainers against 375 losers, while 428 were unchanged. According to Rakuten Trade, this was due to the buying on dips, which continues following the recent sell-off. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. Keep tuning in to TV3.